Hello, everybody. As you can see, this is a video I am doing. This kind of a little while ago on my Twitch channel, Old Fashioned Kato, self-plug on twitch.tv. We play DBD, other games, and hang out, traditionally. You guys know that, from some of my VODs and cut-up clips. But, I thought I would post this a little bit late. I know it's a little later than usual, but, better late than never. We're going through. They did a DVD Q&A just right here, and yeah, here's what I thought my opinions about it were. So have fun reacting. All right, until the next video, my Kato crew gamers. Have a good one. Later. One question per user. Let's turn down the volume here. Okay, there we go. To keep things organized, please submit one question, blah, blah, blah. Let's see if there's any interesting questions. Are there any plans to expand the features of legendary characters, for example, giving them their own menu portraits when selected, bloody prestige cosmetics, etc.? Yes, we have been considering a system for legendary outfits that will allow them to have their own outfits. Oh, so like, when they say legendary outfits, I'm assuming they're talking about what just happened? Hello? Crap, chat, hold on. We ruined everything. Okay, there we go. There we go. I just gotta click here, I guess. What the heck? The heck's that about, chat? There we go. So I'm guessing they're talking about like outfits like that completely change the character. So like something like Steve, Stranger Things, changing into Jonathan Byers, and then giving outfits for Jonathan Byers. Interesting. And other visibility options like a character in the selection menu. We have a bunch of legendary outfits that we'd love to give different variations for too. Interesting. Okay. Pretty basic answer. Didn't really say too much, but still cool to hear. Yeah, true. What are the survivors from the official release trailer up to nowadays? Do they have official names, or will we ever see them in game in any way? Also, there was a female police officer in a concept art book. Any words about her? I know the ones in the trailer were early versions of the survivors we actually got, but let's ignore that. These survivors have been redesigned to the original 4 that are in the game today. There's so many concepts that we dropped and never used along the way. I have to admit, it would be nice to revisit these concepts eventually. Yeah, they just looked very unpolished. Can we even look at the... Yeah, this was old Dwight. This was old, I believe, Jake Park, and this was old Claudette. Not really mad at the redesigns, honestly. So, yeah. No, not really mad about that, honestly. Kind of like the old Claudette better. I like that she has, like, tattoos in the headband, but, yeah, actually, I do like old Claudette a bit more, but I'm not a big Claudette player, so. Any plans to rework for... Here we go. Michael Myers or Freddy. It has been highly requested, and they seem to no longer stack up to other killers. Freddy has an update planned. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Who would have thought it? I never thought these words would ever be said in a million years. We'll have more info on that soon, so please stay tuned. Thank the Lords. Freddy stinks. Freddy is so bad. He is really cool killer design-wise. He just needs an update. He is so bad. Myers is definitely also on our radar. We're hoping to see an update for him in the not-so-distant future. Mike. Very cool. Very glad about that. I do like facing Michael Myers, but he does need something. And Freddy definitely needed stuff, so. Very cool. Happy to hear that. Although that will make Freddy the only killer in the game to get about 3 reworks, so... Oh, poor Freddy. Hopefully he won't be so bad. Laurie Strode, is there any interest, even passing interest, or crossing DBD with other things? Having DBD characters make guest appearances in other properties? I understand this is the kind of question where you need to keep your lips sealed, so a vague or personal answer is fine by me. Of course, it already happened. DBD characters have been cameos in other games like Move or Die, For Honor, and PUBG, for example, as well as Rainbow Six Siege, I believe, as well. It still would be cool to see DBD characters in like Fortnite or something. I know that's like really, really absurd, but that would be pretty sick, to be completely honest with you. But like for a Halloween event, maybe this Halloween they'll do DBD skins. If not, meh. It would be cool though. Yeah. I mean, they've always done crossovers, so they're just not like big crossovers. Why is everything in the deep ripped blue? Thank you. It's blue because the rift is blue, and we've gone deeper into it. Joking aside, we'll be adjusting how they create variants of our battle pass outfits in the future as we continue the update. They will not always be blue. Okay. Fair enough. I didn't honestly mind the blue, but I understand why people are mad about the blue. They didn't seem to answer this person, so we're gonna skip the. Oh, they did answer it. Okay, yes. During the release of All Things Wicked, a very small minority of people said they weren't okay with creatures like the Wendigo being in the game. It is a closed culture. However, I am a Native American and would absolutely love to see the Wendigo and other creatures from my culture being represented in DBD. Could you guys comment on the possibility of this being a reality? Thank you. A bunch of other nerds said stuff about it, but we don't really care about that. For the Wendigo, I wouldn't even call it closed culture. There's so many extremely popular media that have used that concept, like Until Dawn, TV shows like Supernatural, heck, even in TikTok, like Skinwalkers and Wendigos are very popular. Thank you. Thanks for letting us know. When we consider cultural or folkloric, how do you say that word? Folk, whatever. Okay. Talking is hard. Crap. Hold on. There we go. We surround ourselves with experts to make sure that the content is not toxic or incendiary, and tips on how we can shine it with the right light. Our goal is to make amazing characters that are fun and represent different cultures, folklore, and themes well. Yeah, here's my issue. They need an Until Dawn crossover. They really do. Like, if they're ever gonna do a Wendigo killer, that's what they have to do. If they are gonna ever add a Wendigo, it has to be Until Dawn. I don't see any other way of doing it. Just do Until Dawn, honestly. Especially since it's the same company that made Until Dawn. They're still doing a new game crossover with the Until Dawn devs. I know it's like a PlayStation owned thing, but now it's on PC, so maybe they could get the rights to it. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Will there be a new roadmap of planned changes? The one you guys made last year that told us all of the different changes was awesome, and it would be equally as awesome if you guys did another one for the coming months. There will be, working on it right now. That should be available by the end of the month. Glad to see that you enjoy these. Nice. I mean, we've already seen that. Now that current survivors all released with voice lines, are there any plans to go back and give older survivors voice lines? It feels a bit strange that half the survivors now speak, while the other half are completely mute. I actually do agree with this a lot now. We have gotten to the point where all the new characters are getting voice lines. Even original survivors and killers, like the Unknown got some, even Sable got some. It just feels now odd that most of the survivors don't have it, but every single new one does. Maybe not all, but they can at least give a voice to the Resident Evil characters. I agree with that. Jill and Claire, Bill. Yeah, Bill could have voice lines from his game. He doesn't need new dialogue options, but it would be cool to hear them talk. We're actively exploring this internally, but we can't provide a timeline for when these new voice lines might be added to the game. Interesting. That's a very vague answer, but that's still good, honestly. Interesting. Is there only one golden toolbox per realm? Oh, this is lore shit. I'm gonna skip this, guys. Honestly, I'm not a big lore person. If you want to read that, you can read it yourself. The DBD lore is so big. That's like a whole different stream entirely, chat. We don't have time for this. Would it be possible to add an accessory toggle for cosmetics? This would save Hattie mains. What does this mean? Would it be possible to add an accessory toggle? Oh, like backpacks and stuff, so you can turn off backpacks or hats or stuff or extra things? Interesting. They said hiding accessories is an excellent idea that we could consider. Thank you for the suggestion. Okay, interesting. Okay. Will we ever be able to sort characters by favorites or prestige level? A favorite system is something we've been looking into for a while, and we're seeing how it can be done properly with the current framework. I agree, favorite just makes sense. Keep your favorites at the top of the survivor list, and then everyone else can get moved to the bottom. Makes sense. Besides sending an email, what is the most May? Okay. Are there any updates or plans to revisit old chapters that didn't receive maps, such as the All Killer chapter or Binding of Kin? I doubt it. While we're on the level design team, don't control the content of the chapters. We are definitely eager to delve deeper into the lore and environments mentioned in the archives, character bios, tomes, and even comic books. We appreciate your enthusiasm and interest. Please keep the feedback coming. Though we can't specify when. We're committed to exploring these. Yeah. Pretty vague answer. Pretty much means no. I doubt. What is playing? There we go. That's better. Are you guys ever planning on adding a variation to any of the current original maps that are set during the daytime to night or vice versa? I feel like it would add a ton of variety to the map pool and change the vibe of certain maps significantly. I agree. I don't know anything about coding or how games are made, but it doesn't seem like it'd be insanely hard to pull off, but I definitely could be very wrong. Yes, this is something we are considering for the future. We are looking into what would be needed for it and see how this would be deployed on the maps. Interesting. Many survivors players are extremely annoyed by Skull Merchant's power. That's putting that lightly. I mean, she's just a boring killer. She's just not fun to play against. It's not very skillful. It's not fun to play against. It's not really fun to play as her either. It's only fun because you get a bunch of haste. Like, all her abilities give her extra haste, so she's just really fast. She doesn't do anything else differently, so she's just kind of meh. And will often leave a match just to avoid playing against her. Sometimes it gets to the point where survivors disconnect as soon as they see her in the distance, or instantly kill themselves on hook, which causes her kill rate to reach an insane 70%. Do you plan to change Skull Merchant in any way, or are you satisfied with her current state? As designers, we can't say we're happy with where Skull Merchant is currently at. And it's something we're looking into. We have bigger changes planned for her next year. Okay. We'll probably have to wait a whole year. Wait. Hold on, chat. Hold. This caught my eye here. To be fair, they also insta-DC against Legion and other killers as well. Yeah, I mean, everyone has their own personal preference of which killers they dislike the most. But it is true. Skull Merchant is always on top of those lists. Like, no one really likes playing against her, so I understand what this individual's saying. She has a super high disconnect rate. Like, it's absurd. Will we ever get news cosmetics or some type of reward for reaching P100? I agree with this. We are presently looking into ways to add more prestige rewards, including those for P100. Look forward to sharing more in the future. Good, man. Thank you. This is great for characters like Quentin or Bill or people with not many cosmetics. They need more cosmetics. Even if it's not much, it's better than nothing. Maybe Quentin will finally get something else. Although knowing that that could just mean also like a charm or something or a banner. I'm hoping this means actual cosmetics for the character, not just like a charm or a banner. Please. Let's see. Slugging has become extremely common lately. Yeah. I don't think this statement counts right now, just because of remote hook. Like the anniversary event, you can remote hook. But yes, if you're not playing that mode, slugging has been a problem, yes. A lot of killers create special builds to down all survivors and then wait until they bleed out on the ground. Some perks, like knockout, promote this playstyle even more. Are there any plans to add a feature which will prevent such unpleasant situations? No. There are a few different big issues of this caliber. We are brainstorming and trying to address this in the right way, other than saying, we're working on it. All I can really tell you is that these issues are very complicated, and all sorts of angles need to be considered. We're definitely aware of it, and we're trying to be thorough as we can. I understand. I mean, killers will just say, just run Unbreakable, or run, like Soul Guard or something. They'll just yell at you, because they're like, you didn't use a perk that, it can counter anti-slugging. All you have to do is just revive yourself, bro. Like, I understand most people don't want to run a whole perk for that, or a perk or two for that, so I understand that. But, yeah, it is complicated, honestly. I think if they just add a feature that lets you bleed out, if you could kill yourself on the hook, I think you should be able to kill yourself on the ground, honestly. Any official statement on when cosmic gifting will be added to the game? Oh, it's on the works. Oh, okay. Gifting in the game. That's cool. Nice. Random. That's a good feature, though. Hi, since the bundle's new feature was implemented in the store, are we going to see again individual cosmetic pieces from past rifts? Jane's Wonderhead, blah blah blah. Hello, we're starting a rotating bundle with outfits from past rifts to make sure that players start getting access to older content that hasn't been added to the store. That's a big W, honestly. We're looking to have that bundle in store at the very end of the summer. Interesting. It's a good idea to potentially expand that beyond outfits just to the individual pieces, though. We'll look into it. Very good stuff, honestly. This Q&A is actually pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. We'll go a little bit longer, chat. I'm actually having a fun read of this. Pretty fun read. Are there any plans to make solo queue better to play? Making Kindred base kit? Yeah, buddy, you might be off crack cocaine. Kindred base kit is insane. What the hell? Using the DBD mobile load screen to let us see teammates' perks. This is a good one, but that's not even gonna help too much. I mean, what? You can see your teammates' perks, and if you see a teammate have all selfish perks, what does that really do for you? But, I mean, I understand. That could help in a sense, I suppose. We're constantly looking for ways to make it better. We have been hesitant to implement visible perks in the lobby due to other concerns like griefing and lobby dodging. Yeah, that's fair. But the topic as a whole is still in discussion. Yeah, I feel like the griefing and lobby dodging would be insane. Especially, like, if someone's running a perk where you have to be the obsession, like Decisive Strike or Object of Obsession, and then someone else also has, like, a obsession perk, they might just dodge it if they don't get it, because they'll just dodge the game. But yeah, yeah, it makes sense. we will get Singularity's recent rework added aim assist feature on placing cameras. It might be helpful for new players, but it's also making him way more clunky for more experienced ones, as it affects the amount of control you have over the pod placement, which can be crucial sometimes. Will you tweak it or make it optional? I think you'll be pleased to know that we watched the PTB closely and decided to remove the aim assist from biopods for now. Despite making it easier for players less familiar with the Singularity, we agree that it removes some of the skill expression that made the killer special. Fair. I think eventually maybe they'll add like a feature or a toggle for it, but right now, yeah, just turn it off. Hi there, what is the status of Swamp rework? Oh man, yeah, that's not coming, buddy. Sorry. Cool. That seems to be all the questions they've answered so far. Cool. They did pretty good, honestly. A lot of good, a lot of good stuff there, dude. Holy crap. Big fan. I love these little Q&A things. Very nice.